Batch number 61 today. Oatmeal stout. Chocolate oatmeal stout. I don't grind by hand. I don't know why people would. They say it's different, but I know it's not. So look how slow my drill can go here. That's slower than you can crank by hand. Slower than hand. But I put it up to a hand crank speed right about there. That's all you need. And I'm not going to ever do it by hand because I'm too old for that. Why would I? All right, the chocolate oat stout. We're doing a beta glucan rest at 90 degrees. 90 and 130. And then we'll get it into the mash tun with the rest. And you can see it's all milk. It looks like pure milk in there. I just threw a couple of things in there I had laying around there. They're the midnight wheat there. They were in a cup. I'm not going to open the bag to put them back in there, so I threw them in there. Chocolate oat stout. It's on its way. We're at the 130 degree mark now. And then we'll get it into the mash tun here shortly with the rest of the grains. Chocolate oat stout, we got the strike water on here. And I'm going to do a pH check here. Way too high, way too high. So come over here and get our adjuster here, which is tartaric malic acids. That's what I use here, and I just use a pinch. You can use lemon juice, won't hurt nothing either. I probably overpinched it, but we did bring our spoon this time. So we'll stir it up and get another reading on that here in a second as our strike water comes up to temperature. Get another reading on that. I like to be right around 6 or 5.8. This thing isn't that accurate, but it gets me where I need to be. Well, I got to come more. All right. We have the oats still in the, that's got to be plenty. We've got the oats over here in this kettle. That had a pH adjustment yet. It's nice and milky. That's ready to go into the mash tun, holding at 130 degrees. On its protein rest. It went through the beta glucan rest. Let's get this pH adjusted here. That's better. And my electrician finally showed up. He put the heater in. He's got the 240 line. That's a big line there. Draws a lot of amps. So the heater's on there. We got it set to 68 in here. Of course, it's showing 70. So the gauge must be off. You got some snow moving into the city here, I guess, at the end of the week. So a good thing we got this thing mounted and ready to rock. And well, it's running. It does run. So we're out here brewing. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? Let's see how we're doing here. We're at 170. Right where I want to be. We're going to take out the, I'm just going to leave it in here for now. We're going to dump the juice in. Look at that milky color. It is awesome. You dump in the, oh yeah. There we go. Look at the color of that. Very, very milky. Very milky. Gonna rinse that out a little. So here we go. I got my hands all goofed up here. Get my siphon hose. My temperature's right where we want to be. We better shut the gas off first. All right. Fire off first. Okay. Dough in. The rest of the grains. Chocolate oat stout. We're going in, baby. We're going in. Nice smell, nice color. Trying to make sure we get no dough balls here. I'm stirring in myself today. It's kind of a surprise for the wife. She loves this one. She don't even know I'm making it today, so I want to get her done and get her done. Temperature here, just to see where we lie. Gonna put our bag back in with the rest of the oats for the saccharification. If that bag is a little cooler, let's see how we came in on temperature here. Hopefully we came right in on target. It should be 150, 152. Oh, this smells wonderful. 153, and we're right where we want to be. 154. Once it stirs up in there. 150. Oh, my eyes are getting bad. Oops. Can't read it when you pull it out of there. I got 152. 153. Perfect. Perfect. The bag is in here yet with the oats. Give it a final stir and get the cover on there. And let this baby mash for an hour. 1.5 ounces of Hirschbrocker hops. I put them in muslin bags. The wife makes these here. Starting to verloft. Vorloff. Nice color for a stout. Nice dark color. Nice color. This is the oat stout, chocolate oat stout, brew number 61. And that's good enough for me. Just pour that back in there like that. We're going right to the kettle. We're good to go. A few little drippings there, but I got a filter. We use that. So let's get this going. Why wouldn't I? All right, we're going to get our pre-boil gravity here on the stout. 1043. That's where we were on the other one, right on the money. I turned my back for a second, and over she went, boy. Wow, I'm glad I'm out here. What a mess. Damn. Right over. Ah. Nice. 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 When I say I turned my back for a second, I mean for a second. For a second. Unreal. for a second. Yep. Achieved. How you doing? All over the floor. So we're there's 1.5 ounces of Hirschspracher hops. They're in. Start the timer for 45 minutes. And keep an eye on this for a few minutes because she tried to go over on me again. I'm like, wow. It's the dextrins, I think, in this that's causing it. Not sure. Whew. Yeah, it looks like she's under control now, so maybe I can sit down for a second. Last 20 minutes of the Chocolate Oat Stout. In goes a handful of lemongrass, homegrown lemongrass. Next is the 5 minutes from now is the last of the Hirschspracher hops, followed by a Warflack tablet and a couple spoonfuls of honey. So what we're going to do is get the honey in there now, because that's going to be the hardest part of the thing here. This honey's all, I just made mead with it, and it's all sugary and condensed. Oh, man. Fingers are going to get sticky. The recipe calls for 2 cups. So, I'm just going to go by spoonfuls here. We'll judge the cup. Two spoonfuls will be a cup. Hoo-ha! And one more spoonful, and we'll call it. There we go, 2 cups. Handful of yeast nutrient, last 15 minutes. And the, of course the timer is going to go off any second here. And the last addition of Hirschspracher hops. It's got 40 seconds to go, like it really matters. So, with the last 40 seconds here, last 15 minutes, Hirschspracher hops. And the last thing to go is a Warflack tablet. It's the first time I'm using these. I usually use Irish moss. These are just glorified Irish moss tablets. It's Irish moss on steroids is what it is. I'll throw one of those in there. Oh, with the cap. And 15 minutes, we'll get the work chiller ready for flame out and pitch in the yeast. How you doing? Why not? Gourmet K, a little sprinkle, and I'm going to pitch the yeast, which is US-05. This recipe calls for a US-05. Sanitize the scissors one more time. Of course, they've been soaking in the thing, but I always sanitize. Why wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? Here's our yeast. Pitch the yeast, and she's in, and this can go off to the fermenting shelf. Wow, that was a brew. And here's my airlock, all sanitized here. And that one's done. Well, not done till it's done fermenting, but whew.